Okay, welcome to my presentation. This is Abir Rahman from Bangladesh. Uh, Bangladesh is a very small country. It's surrounded by mainly India and very small portion by Myanmar. And it is the largest delta in the world, formed by Ganges, Brahmaputra, and Meghna river systems. And the population density is quite high, more than 1,200 people per square kilometer. The annual income is 2,000, just over 2,000 USD, and climate is subtropical. The economy is mainly based on garment sector, remittance, and agriculture. Yeah, in Bangladesh, we have achieved some tremendous achievements in agriculture sector in last couple of years, especially jute, vegetables, rice, fruits, especially mango, guava, and also potato. But we have a lot of challenges facing by different sectors in agriculture, especially high population and low land ratio, land degradation and yield gaps, inputs and resources, climate change, weak public private partnership, land fragmentation and small holding, technology sharing, water, labor and energy shortage, trade and policy, lack and the recently COVID-19. Yeah, we have lost 22% forest land in 2015 compared to 1990. And we are now experiencing a frequent drought, flood, cyclones. And if you look, the monsoon rainfall increased in the last couple of years, but the rainfall decreased in the dry season. However, the total rainfall is not has not been changed, and the temperature is also shows increasing trend. And different agro ecosystems in Bangladesh, we are experiencing this huge impact of climate change on agriculture. And COVID situation in Bangladesh, so far more than 8,000 people died, and a lot of impacts are now being visualized in Bangladesh, especially in agriculture sector. We can see the lack of cash and increased debit. Farmers who owe lands may be forced to sell their goods and reduce the access of agriculture inputs, and loss of yield and crop diversity, eventually soil fertility. Then loss of labor mobility, loss of food security, and dietary diversity, fragmenting social groups, local business, that means many people who are rely on fish, shrimp, and other products, they are suffering, and perishable products we cannot store, and less consumption. Yeah, if we look on the number two SDG goal, that is food insecurity was also happening even before COVID, but in the recent year, just this year, COVID created another additional threat to the total food system. And here in Bangladesh, we can see the cereal production. We are in good position. That is about 21% surplus, and food shortage is 58%. But also the vegetable is shortage, the 8% production compared to the our demand. And this data is just before COVID, and the situation at present is more worse. And if we look at the nutrition status, that is calorie intake per person per day, is less, 15% less compared to the globe average. And similarly, in protein intake also 25% less than the globe perspective. Then what may be the solution? And can agroforestry improve the situation? Here in Bangladesh, we have some traditional and systematic agroforestry practices. Here you can see some traditional practices, that is acacia-based, palmyra palm, date palm, and jackfruit palm based system. But these systems are very traditional, and farmers are getting a tremendous amount of benefits. And homestead also a very good option where farmers can get their benefits and products. And here are some cropland agroforestry systematic, different tree species, and a good number of crops and vegetables are grown here. And here also the fruit based agroforestry system nowadays it's increasing different locations of Bangladesh, so we can get a lot of benefits from here. Here is some good success story. We found that the fallow orchard, if we transform into the multi-story agroforestry system, a farmer last year he got 182% more benefits income. And similar ways we found in the other fruit tree species. Even the crop yield reduced, but the total benefit cost ratio and land equivalent ratio increased. And here are some other benefits. It supplies uh, diverse products and reduce pressure on forest, increase values of the land, and conserve ecology, ecosystem, and improves microclimate. And also, it is very helpful for the in combat to the climate change and COVID. So well-designed multi-story agroforestry system can play vital roles in achieving food and nutrition security, even under crisis situations such as climate change and COVID. So let us work together, and thank you very much for your patience hearing.